Hi there and welcome to WeVideo. To log in, come to the upper right-hand corner and tap the login button. For WeVideo accounts, you'll want to log in with Google. Once you log in with Google, you'll be brought to this dashboard where you'll see Classroom versus Personal. Classroom is an option where you can assign activities to your students and they can receive feedback from you while working on them. These can also be collaborative video projects. We're going to touch on the personal in terms of how we can create our own videos using WeVideo. Once you launch, you're going to see you have a couple of choices. You have the full featured editor versus the simplified editor. So depending on what you need, you can choose either or. The full featured allows you a little bit more editing controls and allows a little bit more customization. I'm going to touch on the full featured editor. When you get started, you can choose where you would like to save this, so you can create new projects or you can classify them under different ones. So I'm just going to tap a new project and choose to start editing. This is what WeVideo is going to look like. You'll see that you have a couple things within the dashboard. The first one is My Media, where you can import any kind of video. You can record directly in, or you can simply narrate. You can create folders by simply right-clicking in the area and then tap New Folder. This is a great way to organize any videos, especially if you have very long projects or you plan on creating multiple videos for your class. From here, you can tap on Videos. This is part of the WeVideo library where you can search for anything at all. Simply select and you can watch a little preview. If you find yourself really enjoying the same introduction or for branding purposes, you can always tap on the heart and this will favorite all of the different resources. Click and drag the media down into the very first video. You'll see this one has been labeled text, so maybe I would like to introduce my video. So I'm going to come to the left menu and tap on the text option. Here you have differences between titles, captions, multi-line, seasonal, and special. If you would like to see more title options, simply tap on See All. When you come here, you can look at all the different features, select one to see what it looks like, to see if you like it. Same interface, click and drag down. Notice that I placed the clip right on top of the picture so that when it plays, you can see that the message is in front. I obviously don't want those words, so I'm simply going to double click and now I can actually edit this message. Color palette allows you to select what color, so maybe I'd like a darker teal, and yes, you can choose from various different fonts. So tap on Manual if you want to shrink the text, be a bit smaller. Always tap Save Changes so you don't lose any of your work. You can either tap on the play button to preview your video, or my personal favorite is to hit the space bar. That makes for much faster editing. As you can see, this clip is a bit too long and I need to trim it. To trim clips, you can grab the edge with your mouse and drag to line things up. Now let's say I'd like to add additional media, so I'm going to come back to My Media. Here you can see a couple of videos that I have imported. When you choose to import, you'll notice that you can select from your desktop, Google Drive, Facebook, or even Dropbox and OneDrive. I'm going to go ahead and drag this one because I can see this video is next and bring it to the very, very front. So here's my objective. And then it jumps right into the video. Transitions are what allow you to kind of create different effects. So again, tap to preview the effect. Since this is going to be a transition between my clips, I'm going to select the video and bring it right between. You'll notice that WeVideo goes green to give you a good indicator to let you know that it works. You'll also see the audio option. So if you like background music, WeVideo has built in a ton of media that, you guessed it, is absolutely free for you and your students. Tap to hear any brief introduction or preview. That sounds quite nice, so I'm going to click and drag it down to the audio tab. Sometimes the music can be a little bit loud. All you'll need to do is click on this little icon, see where it says 100%, and drag the background music down. I suggest at below 10%. I have found that 5% appears to be the best option. Now let's say that I would like to trim a little bit in the middle of my video. Something doesn't quite sound right. So I'm just gonna place this blue cursor and you're gonna see some scissors. So I can tap on the scissors and you'll see that I've cut my video. So let's say maybe here to here, cut again. All I need to do is select the piece that I no longer want and hit the delete key. Now I just need to make sure that this gap is closed. So I'm just gonna select my video and drag it back. So now my video is a nice streamlined piece. The extras I have found incredibly helpful. The overlays not so much, but the call outs in particular are very helpful. Let's say you're talking in a video and you want to put a vocab word on top. Notice I put the video behind or I put the text on top of my video. Double click on it again and change the way it looks. So you can change the font type. So choose from any of WeVideo's free fonts. You can change the size of the font. You can change the color of any different one. So lots and lots to play with, even the alignment. The other option that I like to do is this one, and I like to choose fade. So the text box fades in and then fades back out. Let's say I need to move it somewhere on the screen. That's easy. I'm just going to drag the box wherever I need it and play. Maybe it's a bit too big. Let's maybe shrink it up a bit. That looks great. And of course, tap on Save Changes. Let's say you'd like to do a little bit of green screen. The way that you're going to tackle that is tap on the Videos tab. And you'll notice if you scroll down a green screen category. Tap See All if you'd like to see all the different options that WeVideo has. Let's say I have this title image that I've already dropped into WeVideo, and I want this to be, let's say, on a computer screen, because that's how students are going to view my session. I'm simply going to tap the green screen that I would like, drag it down. You'll notice right now that I can't actually see the image that I've placed, but I know it's behind there somewhere. So to help you remove the green, simply double click on the image that has the green. And you're going to choose this tab, which is the Color Keying tab. Select the eyedropper to make this go a lot faster, and then tap on the green. Well, would you look at that? Now I'm going to hit Save Changes, and now I can actually see my image right behind it. Ooh, it's a little hard to see the whole image. So easy way to make that fix happen is to double click on the image, the one that's right behind. And I like to use the scale to make it a little smaller. There it is. And you'll even see these boxes around it. So I can actually move this picture. Oh, would you look at that? Now it actually fills the entire screen. And again, you guessed it, tap on Save. So now you can actually see how the green screen feature will work out. Other things that you can access in WeVideo. If you tap on the 3 lines menu here on the left, you'll notice that you can do a new edit in and jump straight to another video. You can start from a template or open an existing project. Saving automatically happens, but if you just want to be double sure, you can always manually save yourself. You'll notice this fantastic option, Convert to Template. This is great if you want to set a template for your students to begin with, so they include all the information that you need. So you can save as a template and share it with your students. You'll notice you also have version history, which is a really helpful option in case you ever need to go back in time. If you tap on Convert to Template, you'll see that you can rename your template, which is really, really helpful. Draft, so not available, versus live. It's available to all members, so you can kind of choose to continue working if you need. Let's say you are excited about your video and you're ready to save it. Tap on the title up here at the top so that you can rename your video something easy for yourself to remember, and then tap OK. When you're ready, you can always tap on Finish. Here you can choose the thumbnail. So what do you want people to see when they click on your video? You'll see the title of your video. You can choose whether it's a video, you just export the audio, or whether you turn it into a GIF, which is a movement without audio. You can choose whether it's high definition or standard, and choose how you would like to share it. So you can send it straight to Google Drive, you can send it straight to YouTube, Dropbox, or any of these other options. If you would like to keep it just in WeVideo, be sure that you mark it as public. So this will also give you a link that you can share with your students. Be sure to tap export whenever you're finished. If you would like to see any video that you've currently made, you can always tap on your Exports tab, and this is access to all of your projects that you've ever made. This is incredibly helpful if you need to share a video, if you need to download it, or rename, or anything along those lines. You can also create folders for your exports to help you organize them, sort and/or filter them as well. Thank you so much for joining WeVideo. I hope it's a platform that you're excited to use. Please reach out if you have absolutely any questions at all.